Hi y'all, welcome to Donna's Farmhouse Kitchen. Well, the recipe I'm making for you today came from my Aunt Debbie, and I may be adding a few little things to it, or at least one little thing to it, but otherwise it's her recipe, and so let's get started. So these are sausage stuffed zucchini boats. And so what I've done, I've gone ahead and I've taken a spoon and I gently cleaned out to make them look like little canoes. That's basically what they look like. And we're gonna go ahead, I am in kind of a rush to get this dinner done. So, and little one's in the background, you probably hear her in her video. She's listening to videos. You want to take some olive oil. In fact, I think I'm going to brush it on there just to get it on there real good all over. You can just drizzle it if you want to, but I want to make sure it's on there real good. Baby, can you turn down just a little bit? We're wanting to go and have some fun outside. I bought her a blow up slide with the water and everything. So we had fun on that yesterday. And yes, I actually got on it as well as Kent. He tried it one time. I'm glad there was no neighbors really watching us, but anyway, it's all good. We're having a good time with her. And that's what it's all about. So I have that all over. And by the way, my oven, it is preheated to 400 degrees. So it is ready for these boats. Now I'm gonna sprinkle it with some salt. Now I'm using 4 large zucchini. Now I'm putting some pepper on it. Now let's pop them in the oven for 15 minutes. So while the boats are cooking, we're gonna go ahead and make the filling. We're gonna start off with some Italian sausage. This is hot Italian sausage, and this is the brand. Which is what I use in my sweet Italian sausage as well. So let's go ahead and get all that out. Go ahead and start breaking it up. I'm also going to put some onions in here, and I'm putting sweet Vidalia onion. I used 1 small onion. It's about probably maybe 3/4 of a cup of onion that I have. Kind of crank this up. I have it very close to high because this burner doesn't heat up like a regular stove burner. And I'm going to add the onion. And just cook this until it's cooked through. Now this is not in my aunt's recipe, but you know me, I love garlic. So about a couple of tablespoons of the minced garlic. So the sausage is almost completely cooked, and that's when you want to put in the garlic. Just go ahead and get it in there. Let it finish cooking with the meat and the onions, and it's smelling delicious. Just want to break it up in small pieces. That's one thing this is good for. Smells wonderful. And those boats are almost finished as well. So you can cook this in the same amount of time as it takes, if you have everything chopped up and prepared like I did, and the sausage out of the casings and all that, you can cook this while the boats are cooking. And look at how yummy. That's gonna be so good. So now we're gonna take this off the heat. I'm gonna move this over to the one that's not heated. So you're basically cooking that garlic for 2 or 3 minutes, something like that. But I'm also gonna add some more garlic, some garlic powder. Because to me, you can never have enough. We'll say about 1/4 teaspoon to 1/2, whatever you like. So the boats are out. They're waiting on me to stuff them. Now we're gonna put in about a teaspoon of basil, dried basil, and a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Sprinkle with a little bit of salt, not too much. Your sausage should have salt in it. And then some pepper. But you already have some pepper in it, so you may not need too much of that either. Toss that around real quick before I put in some Parmesan cheese. This is freshly grated Parmesan cheese, and it smells and tastes delicious. It's always better if you can have it freshly grated. So I'm going to sprinkle this over it. I grated a cup of it. Now what the heck, we'll use it all. We have some marinara sauce. Let's see how this looks. I used about 11 ounces of the marinara sauce. I think it may be a little bit more runny than what my aunt has hers, so you may want to start off using a little bit less marinara sauce, but we'll see how it comes out. So we're just gonna take a regular tablespoon and start stuffing them. And I have enough here that if I wanted to, I could take another zucchini or two and stuff them. Now I'm kind of getting these a little close because they are a little close, but yeah, there's plenty to do. Another probably 2 or 3 zucchini. Let's see. Yeah. You could probably do another 2 zucchini with this. And whole zucchini is what I mean, not halves. 4 halves, 2 zucchini. Because there's plenty. Now we want to take some mozzarella cheese and put mozzarella cheese all over them. And I shredded a whole cup of mozzarella cheese. So when I put out the recipe, I'm gonna probably say 5 large zucchini, because I think 5 will be perfect. You can always shred more fresh mozzarella. Now we're gonna pop them back in the 400-degree oven for 15 to 20 minutes. So after tasting the filling, I would only use like a half a cup of the Parmesan. That's all you're really gonna need. I put really too much in this. My aunt didn't have exactly all her measurements, so she just, you know, like my mom always cooked, she just did it by taste, and there's nothing wrong with that. So me not knowing how much she put in, I put in too much. So it tastes okay, and it will work. But next time, I'll put in only half a cup. I'm gonna bring these a little closer. Look how scrumptious those look. I think the marinara sauce was perfect, but I would not put in a whole cup of grated Parmesan, just put in the half. I think that will be perfectly fine and make the recipe just perfect. So it just came out of the oven, but I need to, and you want to serve these nice and hot. I definitely have to get moving here. Ooh. Okay, there we go. And just like that. So I cut it up in a couple small pieces so I don't burn myself totally. If you want to leave it in there a little bit longer, you can get it even more tender. I personally like it the way it is, and I had it in there for 16 minutes. At 16 minutes, it still has a little crunch to it. Just a little bit. These are so good. You have to try them. They are so flavorful. Just share the video, let your friends know about these, and it's most appreciated. I really appreciate when you share my videos, and thank you, Aunt Debbie, for this wonderful recipe. Thank y'all again for joining me, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.